Hello, and welcome to a practice for acceptance. Today, we will be focusing on this state of acceptance. No matter where we are in our lives, accepting exactly where we are and reminding ourselves that we are exactly where we need to be, even if it's challenging and hard and things are happening in our life that seem out of our control. Reminding ourselves that we have control over how we choose to react to whichever situation is happening in our lives. And today, I just want to take some time with you to hone into this truth, to hone into this inner knowing, to accept ourselves exactly as we are. So today, you do not need any props, just your beautiful self, mind, body, and spirit. You can have a mat or just some comfort and cushion underneath you. Put on something cozy. Maybe grab a little pillow or cushion to go under your bum to bring some elevation. And let's begin. Begin, as I said, on a pillow or a cushion or just in a crisscross position on the center of your mat. Begin to close down the eyes. If it feels more safe and comfortable for you to keep your eyes open, just bring a soft gaze to the ground beneath you. Relax your shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades roll back down the spine. Spine is long, but we're not forcing it to be straight. We're really gentle with ourselves in this moment, coming from a place of love and honoring where you are. Begin to relax your jaw. Relax the eyebrows, the eyelids. Unclench your teeth and release the tongue into the back of your throat. Bring your hands in whichever position feel most comfortable to you, either facing down for a more grounding down practice or facing upwards to receive energy. Once you have found a position that feels comfortable and serving to you and where you are at right now, begin to drop into your breath. The beautiful and natural rhythm as it flows in and out through your nose or through your mouth. Observing how it feels to tap into your breath, to tap into this inner awareness, the simplicity, but also the power that our breaths have. Not forcing it in any way, just allowing it to flow. Observing if maybe it's a bit choppy, it's a bit faster paced. Just observing, not judging. Once you have become comfortable with this natural rhythm of your breath, I welcome you, if you feel called, to bring in some awareness to your belly and to turn this awareness of your breath into a full belly breath, a belly awareness, sending the oxygen down and filling up the belly. If your eyes are closed, you can open them for a moment, and you can take your hands here and place them over your womb, your belly, this area right over your belly button. And you can then close your eyes down again or keep that soft gaze down in front of you. And here we're going to breathe that oxygen down into our belly. Feel it fill up. Observe how your belly is expanding and filling with that prana, that life force energy. And on your exhale, slowly breathe out from the mouth or from the nose, whatever serves you best, and feel the belly deflate as the oxygen goes up and pours out. Again, inhaling in, nice and slow, nice and easy. Be gentle with yourself. And exhale slowly. Two more, just like so, without my voice, at your own pace. Last one, big belly breath in. Beautiful. Once you've finished up your breath, release your hands back over to your knees. Realign your spine. And just take a moment to observe how you feel now. Maybe more aware of your body. Hopefully more aware of your breath. And maybe just a little bit more present right here in this moment. Beautiful. Begin to open your eyes if they're closed. Inhale, arms high. Stretching them overhead, bringing the fingers and the palms to touch down through heart center. Inhale again, opening up, waking up the body a little bit, stretching out the shoulders and the arms, the heart and the chest. Down through heart center. And one last time, inhale, this time keeping both of your arms high. Exhale, drop the right hand down to meet the mat. Stretch over to the left. Feel that oblique stretch all the way down your left side body. Maybe welcoming in some pulses. Staying open through the heart and through the chest. Beautiful. Bring and glide this left arm across your body as you bring the left fingertips to touch the mat. Right arm overhead. Other side. Taking those pulses if you did them on the other side. Opening up through the heart and through the chest. You can keep your eyes closed or open here. Breathing into this right side body. How good does this feel? If it doesn't feel good, I welcome you to back off a little bit at any time in any pose. Beautiful. Back through center. Taking the arms now behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Push the hands back open through the heart and through the chest, bringing the shoulder blades as if they're like hugging each other together. Inhale in. Exhale, begin to fold chest to the ground, keeping those sit bones flush with the ground. So if you feel them coming up a little bit, you can just back off of the stretch, keeping the neck in alignment with the spine and allowing the arms to just gently fall overhead, or keeping them where they are at, challenging yourself, but always tapping into your intuition. What do I need in this moment? Accepting and honoring where you are in your journey. It's beautiful. Begin to slowly rise and release the bind, allowing the arms to fall down by your sides. Taking a few shoulder rolls to the back. Moving with your breath as you rotate counterclockwise the other way. Breathing in, moving with your breath. Beautiful. Begin to stretch your right leg out now. And if you're up on a pillow, you can stay on the pillow to keep that elevation in your hips and in your body. It can bring a lot more opening space to your practice. If not, you can remove the pillow. And here we're going to shift our hips to face towards that right leg. Inhale, arms high, spine long, hips face towards that flexed right foot. And exhale, begin to fold from the hips forward. And it's okay if your spine domes a little bit. We don't need to keep this as an active straight spine. We can allow it to gently fold over as long as we're folding from our hips. And just begin to melt over. Maybe you come on the forearms. Maybe you stay up on the fingertips. Maybe eventually you bring your forehead down to your knee, only if it's within your practice. Staying with your intuition and avoiding the ego in your practice. Staying here with your breath. Slow, steady paced inhales and exhales. Beautiful. Slowly begin to walk your hands up, back to neutral, and take a counter twist by placing your right hand over your left knee, left fingertips back. Just inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring just a baby twist back past that left shoulder. In this case, saying, hello, Buddha. Thank you. Beautiful. Release that, and we're going to take it on the other side, bringing the right arch to that left inner thigh. Again, shifting our hips to be squared and forward towards the left foot. Flex that foot so we're feeling the stretch in the calf. Inhale, arms high, right past the ears. And exhale, begin to fold from the hips forward, gentle, experimenting. Where does it feel good? Where do I still feel a good stretch, but there's no pain coming into play? And you'll notice the longer that you hold this pose, we're only holding it for a short time today, but the longer that you hold this pose, the more deep you will be able to get into this posture as you release tension in the back of the leg. Okay, beautiful. That's enough talking. Stay with your breath here. How does this side feel different from the other? Take just a couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Slowly beginning to walk the hands up, neutralize the spine, and begin to take that counter twist over to the right. Left fingertips over right knee, right fingertips behind. Inhale, lengthen first. Bring space and awareness to the spine. Exhale, welcome in a baby twist. Send your gaze past your right shoulder. Hello, Buddha again. One more big breath in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Beautiful. Begin to return to center. Bring the both arches of the feet now together to touch. And if you're needing a little bit more space in your hips today, I welcome you to keep this diamond shape just a little bit wider. If you are feeling pretty loose and you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can bring your feet closer in to this center area towards your pelvis, and this will allow you to feel the stretch even more deeply. This is known as cobbler's pose, butterfly pose. There's lots of different names. It's targeting this inner thigh area. Okay, so you can take your hands now over the ankles. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Feel those shoulder blades move down the spine. And begin to exhale, fold from the hips again. Not forcing anything, experimenting with what feels good until you find that perfect spot that you would like to stay. You can bring your arms maybe down onto your forearms, or maybe just stay right here with the hands over the toes or the ankles. Imagine yourself breathing air and oxygen into this inner thigh space. We can't physically actually breathe air into this area, but what would it feel like to send energy and intention into this area? Allowing yourself to be with your breath in this posture for a few moments. Feeling yourself drop deeper into the moment. Feeling the hips and the inner thighs release tension. Beautiful. One last full round of breath here. Maybe practicing that belly breath, filling up the belly. And on your exhale, slowly breathing out and lifting yourself back to center. Beautiful. You can come up onto your feet and just take a few windshield wipers to the right and to the left, counteracting that work that we just did in our thighs. Done any leg work or climbing, or you climb up a lot of stairs, you might feel it in that area, and that can be a beautiful stretch. Beautiful. Okay, now it is time to remove that pillow. If it is underneath you, set it aside and come onto your hands and your knees, placing both of your hands about shoulder width apart as well as your hips, keeping a neutral long spine, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, send the belly and the pelvis down, heart open. Cow pose, and slowly moving through, beginning to arch the back. Send the pelvis down. For cat pose, just moving slowly with intention, with mindfulness, allowing your breath to guide you. Honing into what acceptance means to you. What does it feel like to truly accept yourself and your life and any circumstances that come up? Beautiful. Begin to return to neutral. Extend out your right leg and extend out your left hand now. Shift your left foot and leg over to the side, creating this 90-degree angle. As you begin to inhale, slowly bring this right arm, glide it across the left as you bring it to the sky, keeping even amount of pressure in that left hand, opening up through the heart. Exhale, you can begin to just draw big circles with the arm, inhaling and exhaling. Just taking a few circles here, moving slowly. One more for good measure. Big circle open. And once you've made that circle down to the bottom, again, reach that right hand down now. Return the left back to meet the right, back into tabletop. Beautiful. Bring the sit bones back to meet the heels, child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Return back to tabletop. This time extending out the right hand forward. I'm just going to shift myself on the mat so I have enough space. Begin to turn the right foot and the right knee over to the right side. Send and extend the left leg back, long and strong, and begin to shift your weight over to that right knee as you glide that left arm over and across the right to the sky. You can send your gaze to look just past those left fingertips, long and strong from the crown all the way down to the toes. Maybe bringing a smile to your face and welcoming in the mantra, I accept myself exactly as I am. Beautiful. Dropping down that left hand to meet the right, returning the knees and hips back into tabletop. Send the sit bones back to meet the heels, child's pose. Extending through the arms now, just a little bit more. And bringing the forehead down to the mat. Staying here, staying with your breath. Beautiful. Begin to shift onto your heels and then shift off of your heels, bringing your legs over to the right and extending them forward in front of you, long and strong. Inhale, arms high by the ears, dropping down the shoulders. Exhale, melting and folding from the hips. over top of the knees, bringing the hands to either the shins, the ankles, or around the arches, or just even letting them fall by the sides. You can bring a slight bend into your knees here. Just being really gentle with yourself as we begin to close down this practice. Welcoming back in that mantra, I accept myself exactly as I am. I accept myself exactly as I am. Beautiful. One more big breath here. Inhale in. Feel the breath and the oxygen fill up the back of your body. And on your exhale, begin to slowly roll and adjust yourself down to your back. We have made it on to the back portion of our practice. That can be many of our favorites. I know it is mine a lot of the time. Beautiful. Bring the knees into the chest and just begin to slowly rock back and forth, massaging out any little kinks in the lower back. Beautiful. Begin to drop and shift. Shift the hips over to the right first, and then begin to slowly drop the knees over to the left side. Depending on the space that you have, you can bring your arms into cactus or you can bring them out long. And I will shift over slightly so I am in the full picture for you. Making sure that both shoulder blades are planted onto the ground. You can deepen this stretch by bringing the left foot over top the right knee and using just a little bit of pressure to push that right knee down. Feeling the twist in the spine even more so. Begin to release that modification if you took it and shift the knees back to center, hips back to center. Raise them back into that 90-degree angle as you shift your hips over to the left side now and drop the knees over to the right, adjusting to make sure you have the space that you need. Taking that additional modifier with the right foot over the left knee this time, if you did it on the other side, but becoming aware too, if when you take this modification, if your shoulder blade is lifting off of the mat, we don't want that today. So if that is the case, then just drop back into the standard spinal twist, legs stacked on top of each other. Beautiful. Just a couple breaths here. Staying present, staying one with your breath. Begin to shift the knees back to center, hips back to center. Hug the knees into your chest once more, taking just that gentle rock back and forth. As we begin, one leg at a time, extending them out to the full length of our mat. Savasana, allowing the feet to splay off the sides of your mat. Palms face down, eyes closed or with a gentle gaze down. Coming back to that natural rhythm of breath where we began this practice today together. And back to that mantra, I accept myself exactly as I am. repeating this quietly to yourself for the next few moments as we lay here in corpse pose, fully surrendered to the present moment. I accept myself exactly as I am. I welcome you whenever you're ready to begin to release the mantra. If you have the time, you can stay here for as long as you need. Or if you need to move on with your day, I welcome you to bring the hands together, palms to touch, and begin to rub them back and forth, generating a little bit of heat, bringing together that energy that we just cultivated together here on our mats, rubbing them maybe a little bit faster. And once you felt enough energy between your palms, bring them over your heart. Feel the energy and the vibration, that beautiful frequency flowing into your body, encompassing you with love, with light, compassion, in this state of acceptance, accepting your beautiful self for exactly as you are, exactly where you are in life is where you're meant to be. Thank you so much for joining me today here on the mat. I'll see you very soon. Namaste.